So we are asked to, in this question, this is an equilateral triangle and we are asked to find, let's say, and the person actually cut out these corners, right? These corners are all the same corners. So after they cut out these corners and then fold up these flaps here to form this prism. So we are asked to prove that the volume of this prism is equals to this, right? So first thing, the volume of the prism, then we'll see that, okay, since this is the flap that's pushed up, so the height of the prism must be x, and this is h, and this would be the h, it will be the height of the triangular base, and b will be the base of the this triangular side. So if I know my volume of this prism must be my half times the base times height, which will give me the triangular cross-sectional area, and times x, which is the height, that will give me the volume of the prism. So what I need to do is I will need to find out what is my b and h in terms of a and x, so that the final expression is in terms of a and x. So one thing to observe is, since this is x, both sides are x, and the angle to these angles are the same, is the same right angle triangle. So therefore this line that passes through must be the angle bisector. If it's the angle bisector, it when it cuts through this equilateral, this side of the equilateral triangle, the length here must be half a. The same can be said true of the other two sides. So this is half a, and this is, if you come here, is half a, the length is half a as well. So what we do is, let's say we identify that this triangle is actually similar to this triangle. Reason, because there's one 90 degree and this 90 degree. This angle is shared between the small triangle and the big triangle, and then therefore, based on angle sum of triangle, if two angles are the same, then the third angle must be the same as well. So since all three angles of the triangle, these small triangles and the big triangle is the same, they must be similar triangles. Knowing that they are similar triangles, I just compare the ratio of their corresponding sides to know what is this length. This length, I let it be y. So y, which is the side opposite the 90 degree, must be corresponding to this side of the triangle, which is also opposite to the 90 degree. So this side corresponds to this side, and this x must be correspond to this side. So x over this side, x over half a, which is the length from here to the middle of the triangle, x over half a must be equals to my y over a. A is the length of this side, so y over a. So now I managed to find I do algebra, so a multiply over a and a will cancel off, and x divided by 2 is just 2 times x. So y is equals to 2x. So I now know that my y equals to 2x. Then I want to find the length here, because once I find the length here, then b is just my a minus 2z, correct? So b equals to a minus 2z, right? And so now y equals to 2x, so z equals to what? Z equals, by the Pythagoras theorem, right? By the Pythagoras theorem, we know that if this is 2x, then the 2x squared minus x squared, because this is a right angle triangle, 2x squared minus x squared square root will give me the length of z. So by the Pythagoras theorem, so then 2x, the whole thing square will give me 4x squared. 4x squared minus x squared is 3x squared. 3x squared, when it's square root, I'll get square root 3 multiplied by x. So now that this is square root 3x, and h, what is my h? My height is just, okay, I know that this is square root 3 times x, right? So okay, what is this length? So the first thing I try to find is this length. What is it equals to? So that once I know this length, I can minus this length, which I know is x, and this length, which I know is my square, which is my 2x. Now I know that this is 2x, right? Because this is same as the y. So this length is 2x, correct? Yep. So now what I do is I'll find this length first. So to find this length, I know that this is my a, and this is my half a, correct? So I'll take a square minus half a square root. This is the length from here to here. So this is just by Pythagoras theorem. So I take this length here. So the height here is equals to this length here minus the 2x here, and minus the x here, so I'll get my h. So after I get my h, I just simplify. So this a square minus this one, after you square it becomes 1/4 a square. So a square minus 1/4 a square will just have with 3/4 a square. So when you square root it, and then this one minus 2x minus x will give you minus 3x. So when you square root it, the top square root 3 becomes square root 3, 4 square root 4 becomes 2, and a square root becomes a. So minus away this 3x. So this is my h. So I just need to, I have to do is just substituting this h into here and substituting the b, which is my a minus 2z. Now I know that is a minus 2 times my z is root 3x. So this is my b. So in other words, so let's say I use this formula now. My b, this is b, right, which is coming from here, and my h coming from here, and then the x. I must not forget to multiply by the x here. So now I have the volume of the prism. So the remaining thing is to simplify it into this form. So these are the steps that I took, because I know that eventually I will have a 1/4, so I must factorize out a 2 from here. So I look at this, I think I will take the 2 from here, so I take the 2 from here. That means this one must be multiplied by, this entire thing must be multiplied by 2, because I factorize out a half. So this one will becomes root 3a minus 2 times 3, 6x. So this term becomes this way, and my half becomes the 1/4. X I bring over here, so there's no more x here, and then I need to take a root 3 out. When I take a root 3 out, it means that I have to multiply 1 over root 3 to one of either this term or this term. I choose to multiply 1 over root 3 to this term, right? So I got 1 over root 3 multiplied to a minus 1 over root 3 multiplied to minus 2 root 3x. So I get minus 2x. So from here, this is one step. So after that, I want to move to here. I want to move to this step. So because I realized that, okay, I was trying to get. So this part I don't think I did much. It's just moving the, I just multiplying the 1 over root 3 to here. So this part I factorize 1 over root 3. So this part means I multiply root 3 to both terms. Then the 1 over root 3 that I factorize I multiplied to this term. So the root 3 disappear and become minus 6 over root 3x. Okay, now how do I get from this step to this step? Right, I realized actually I could. This term, right, actually is just, okay, a minus 6 over root 3x. This term is just a minus 6 root 3 over 3x. So therefore it's a minus 2 root 3x, right? So a minus 2 root 3x times a minus 2 root 3x will give me a minus 2 root 3x square. And then I got to this final form. So yep, the next step would be of the question would be asking us to find the first derivative of this, but I shall leave it to next video.